It's TxStampin Sharon. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my Fun Fold class, volume 4. I love to do these series so that my viewers can kind of collect different fun folds. And this is volume 4. We've kind of had a break. We did some techniques in between. I think our last Fun Fold class was like last September. So we're going to pick it up again and we're going to do a little bit different tonight. So I hope you enjoy it. And I just want to say hello to everyone who has joined me on the live. We just enjoy chatting. It's just super fun to hop on a little bit early while I'm setting up my equipment and getting everything ready, making sure that everything works. That's always a challenge around here. But yeah, it's just super fun to check in on my friends and for them to all be checking in on each other. So it's really cool. So if you ever want to jump on early, as you're hopping on at 7 p.m. Central when I'm going live, just realize you can back it up a few minutes and hop on and say hello to some fellow stampers from all over the world. So hello, Susan Ray Hendricks. Hi, Trish Lappin. Oh, she's on her phone tonight, but it's working. Hi, Kate Wright. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Sharon Chapa. My storms are over. Thank you. When I sent out the email with tonight's link, we were having terrible storms. And I mean, it was shaking the house. And it's a big house. So I'm like, oh boy. So I was worried about the internet. It's cleared off for now. Let's hope that we get a good hour out of this so that we don't get interrupted. I would like to say hello and give a big shout out to my friend Michelle Batson. She is my helper during my lives because I got to stay focused or we'll be here all night. That's just plain and simple truth. She helps me. She's in Virginia. I'm in Texas. Isn't the virtual world amazing? She is so great. If you have any questions, what product I'm using, where can you find it, things like that, just type the @ and start typing Michelle Batson's name. The message will pop up in front of her and she'll be able to help you. So thank you, Debbie. I was trying to feel tropical, even though it's 48 degrees today. Monday, it was 92. Tuesday, it was 92, 91. Today, it's 48. I'm still going with the tropical theme. So thank you, Debbie. Okay, I think people are finding us. Yeah, Mary Yates, we didn't have any tornadoes. So we're a little bit, we could get tornadoes. Tornadoes have been known in this area, but we were not expecting that. Just a lot of hard rain. Yes, Kate Wright. Michelle is the best. Woohoo! We just love our Michelle. So I have shared pictures of the cards, and I'm gonna go ahead. I see we've got quite a few who have found me. I'd like to give everybody a minute to make sure that they're getting the notification and that they can join me live. Excuse me. I am doing much better from last Thursday night when I was having such a fit with my coughing. So I'm going to do have my water just in case. So I have designed the cards that we're going to be doing tonight to go in our card making reference guide. Now, if you don't know what this is, if you're new tonight, it is the album that you can find on my Stampin' Up website. There is a link below the video. It is a photo album. And it actually, you have to purchase the photo pages that go inside separately, okay? So we started off with this album idea last October with my first technique class. So a year, we've been doing this over a year. And at first it was just called a techniques binder. Well, then we started adding fun folds. So now we've just made it a reference book. You do not have to buy the book. However, I will tell you, I love the size of the book. It doesn't take up much room. I am starting to get a little full. I'll probably have to go to a second one. But my PDFs are configured to be cut apart to go in the book or to be left whole to put in a 3-ring binder. It is totally up to you, okay? So this is the Fun Fold class. I did include, if you need this, since it's been a hot minute since we've done Fun Folds, I did include this if you want to cut it down to fit on your book, or again, to put in your binder. I had a request yesterday to give you guys a blank free Fun Fold idea sheet so that you could write down what last week I gave you a free Fun Fold tutorial that was formatted to go in the book. And so you could write that down on your little index. Okay. So Mary's card says she's so excited. I have all my supplies to do these Fun Folds. Way awesome. Yay. I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm here to help you with your card making and making your life easier. So let me know how I can do that. If I can do it, I will do it. So, okay, so let's get started. I'm going to show you. Okay, so for lack of anything better, I took a file folder and trimmed it down and left the tab, and then I just put a Fun Fold tab. Oops, Fun Fold. Let me move these out of the way. This is 7.5 inches wide by 9 1/4, and it's just a folder tab because it's so stiff cardstock. Okay, and so here we go with our volumes of Fun Folds. We've got so many techniques in the front. We're not done with techniques. We'll come back, but we're just taking a little break. The Fun Folds, we have learned how to do so many already. I do want to visit with you just for a moment about the pages. So when you look at my, let's do this. When you look at my, so I have the index for you for tonight, but when you look at the actual instructions, you cut it apart, put it in the top or the bigger portion. You're going to cut apart, put my card in here, cut apart over here. Okay. So sometimes, and I know it happened tonight on this first card, I'm giving you guys a lot more pictures. Okay. So I'm calling it a pop-up matchbook Fun Fold. I don't know what some of these cards are called. I'm just making them up so you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm giving you additional pictures. So this page is the big wide. This is the 2 underneath. And then this one is 4 across, 4 on the page. So it really worked very well. Donna is asking, how does she get these instructions? What a great question. So after the live is over at 8 p.m. Central, my tutorial store is scheduled for you to be able to purchase these over there on my tutorial store. You can also get any of the other ones that you're missing. Or if you are a customer of mine or you purchase more than $50 from my Stampin' Up website below the video, I will be sending you these for free during the entire month of April. Okay. So, and right now with Stampin' Up, there's this huge sale going on. Things are retiring. It's been a zoo. It's been crazy. So that is how you get these tutorials to use in your book. Okay. So then I went ahead because I wanted to use this 4-up page. Okay. I put my instructions here and then my picture here and my measurements here. Okay. So this goes across this way. Makes sense? There you go. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. I'm super excited to kind of tell you, I'm going to be switching it up a little bit, but I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to appreciate me, what I'm getting ready to do. I hope so. All right. We're going to close up the book. So first of all, I picked the stamp set Desert Details. Love it. It comes in a collection with its own designer series paper that's just real soft, peachy colors. I wanted bold. I did use the Desert Details dies for my cards. Okay. And now I want to show you my cards. Whoops. Card down. I'm going to show you the cards. And then I'm going to show you what I did. Now we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to do that. So the paper, and Michelle, if you want to go over to my store and look up the Journey paper, just type in Journey in the search box. In the Journey, on the Journey, Journey DSP, and let everybody know what the paper is. I decided, I made my first cards this way, and I made my cards for the Fun Folds Volume 4 class because I was making gift card holders for my grandkids, my granddaughters. Okay, they got lots of birthdays coming up. And I was like, these are so stinking cute that y'all need to learn how to make them too. So not all of them are gift cards, okay? But what I wanted to do tonight on the live is to remake the cards with the other colors that come in this designer series paper pack. Because I know what y'all are going to do. You're going to go, well, okay, I made these cards exactly like she did. Now I have all this other paper left over. What do I do with it? I want to show you what to do with it. Okay. Enjoy the journey. Thank you, Mary. Enjoy the journey. Something with the journey. I don't know. Okay. Let me see if I can get my cards back the way I had them. This one goes here. This one goes here. Okay. So the colors on the first cards was Pumpkin Pie, Mango Melody, Calypso Coral, and Melon Mambo. The hot pink and orange is so cool together. And I'm telling y'all, I know that Mango Melody is retiring, but I actually have learned to fall in love with it after all these years. So what I did was, this is the rest of the paper, okay? So the colors that I had left over was the greens and the purples and a little bit of the pink. But I went and looked it up. And the colors of cardstock I needed was Coastal Cabana, Highland Heather, Garden Green. So I grabbed those stamp pads in addition to Starry Sky. Okay. So we're going to put those right there. And we're going to remake my cards using, let's see, which card is first? Oh, this one's first. Using the colors that I had left over. Okay, so let me show you this card. Polished pink is so pretty. Now, this is actually Mango Melody. Look at this card. I'm calling it a pop-up, pop-out, pop-up card. How fun is that? Okay. All right, I'm going to get my paper trimmer. I guess I better move these guys. You get the paper trimmer. I'm going to move that cutting blade out of my way so I don't cut anything. Now, I accidentally went ahead and started scoring, and then I stopped, okay? So this piece of paper is 3 3/4. Get this out. Excuse me. By 9 3/4. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you like my cards, Mary. And then I have scored it. Sorry, this way. I scored it this way at 5 1/4. Okay. So I already scored it. And then I stopped. I didn't score anything else. All right. Then I have a piece of basic white, and it is 3 1/2. And I'm going to bring in my measurements here because there's a lot that this old brain cannot remember. So we're just going to make sure we do it right. This is 3 1/2 by 9 1/4. And I'm going to score it at 5 inches. Now, I did use the regular basic white. I did not use thick. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to fold this. Okay. And now I'm going to put it back on my paper trimmer. Okay. And I want to score it, or I want to line it up at 1.5. And I'm going to bring in my cutting blade. And can y'all see that pink mark right there, my Sharpie? That is at 3/4 of an inch. Okay. I am going to cut towards me. All right. That's where my first cut is. Then I'm going to move it over to 2 inches. I'm going to line it up again with my hot pink Sharpie marker. And I'm going to cut again. Thank you, Joe Ellen. I'm so glad you like my card. My cards. I love the colors. Bold, bright. That's me. And now I'm going to line it up again with the 3/4 mark here. Okay. Just making sure we're still together because I'm hearing a little bit of rumbling out there with the weather. So make sure we're still together. Lining it up with the 2. Coming into the 1.5. Just going to give it a little score. We're not cutting. Our cutting blade is out of the way. Okay. Move that out of the way. We are just scoring. Okay. Now, it doesn't have to be, you could even skip the scoring part, honestly. Okay. So we're going to open this up and then we're going to pop this out. That's why I call it a pop out. Pop up, pop out. All right. We're going to score this. Oh, it didn't cut all the way. Okay. Hold on. Surely I did. Okay. We will fix that. Where is, if it does this to you, just put your bone folder right there. We're going to give that a good crease this way. It's a reverse fold, a reverse burnishing. Is there such a thing? It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't stress about this part at all. We are going to hide it all. Okay. Barbie says that pink is about the same color as the stripe in my white hair. Barbie, girlfriend, I did not know you had pink in your hair. Woohoo! Look at you, girl. Okay, what happened to... Oh, it fell. Boy, I got to keep my cardstock on the table. Now, this piece of cardstock is 2.5 by 4 3/4. That seems awfully long. Hold on. Should have been 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Good thing I have my trimmer here. That seemed awfully long. The instructions are right. I just cut it wrong. All right. So what we're going to do now is this is 2.5. We're going to score this at 2 1/4. I know. Now I want to see a picture of Barbie with that pink hair strap. Okay. We're going to fold this. All right. I think we've done all of our scoring that we need to do. And we will need you again, so you'll just stay right there. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, this is our first piece that we scored. We are going to grab a silicone mat. Don't we just love our silicone mats to keep our surface protected? Because, you know, as crafters, we can get a little messy. Ooh, I'm looking a little low on that. Please don't run out by the end of the class. All right. We're going to add some adhesive just on the top, on the back side. Got it? Okay. Then we're going to center this as good as we can. Don't stress if it's not perfect. Okay. Give that a good rub. We're going to get our, whoops. Things are a little tight over here. Okay. Just going to get a scrap of paper and we're going to use our bone folder to give that a good burnish so that we don't, you know, if you use the bone folder straight on the cardstock, sometimes it gives it a sheen. We don't like the sheen. We have decided we don't like the sheen. Glenda, the weather here in this area has been crazy, crazy. Okay. We might need you again. Yep, I hear it raining again. Okay, so this is what we have now. All right. So we're remember the old matchbooks? We still use matches. I use matches for candles. So little matchbook top here. Okay. No sheen. That's right. All right. I have a piece of designer series paper. This was the purple version from that pack. Okay. We're just going to add this here. Lay that flat. It's really pretty. It's just, you know, it's different. So here's the pink version, and there's the purple. Okay. Hi, Deborah McLean. So glad you could join us. Now, for this one right here, I want you to line it up. Let me turn this. I want you to line it up on the score. Okay. But I don't want you to adhere it. Not yet. Okay. What I want you to do, let's center this up, is I want you to close the flap, and I want you to decide where you want to stamp. Okay. We're using this as our guide, and we're not going to adhere it down until we've got our stamped greeting. It is way easier to do it this way than adhering it. Let me just show you how awkward it would be and trying to stamp. You just can't, you just do it what I'm telling you to do. Do what I tell you to do. Okay, let's see. What color do I want? Let's go ahead and get Gorgeous Grape. Now, I did use the greetings from the Desert Details, and I also used the greeting from Go To Greetings, my favorite. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Renee says, oh, no, sorry. Margaret says, can you show Mary's Card Crafts how to open an ink pad? Absolutely. Okay. So it's kind of like a compact. You can hold on to the top and hold on to the bottom and open it that way. And then you just slide it together. This is a fairly new pad. So sometimes when you have a new pad, it's a little bit hard. Okay. So you can also take it on the top part. Here's our little thumbnail. I don't know what you call that. You can take it and push it here, and it opens that way as well. Okay. Push it and put it down. I don't want it to go flying. Okay. So 3 different ways to open a pad. Does that help you? Okay. All right. So we've got our stamping done. Now we can add adhesive. And when you add the adhesive, don't put any adhesive, like make sure you don't make sure that you have a little hole right here. Make sure that this is not like that. Don't put adhesive there. Okay. We want to push that out. We're going to add our adhesive. Why am I trying to clean that off? It's just going to be stuck down. I don't know. And put a little bit across the top. There we go. You're so welcome, Mary. Okay, so we're lining it up, the score line. And it's crooked. Of course it's crooked. Ah, dang it. Okay, y'all know to use your hot air, right? Little Darth Vader sound there for y'all. Okay, let's try that again. Bottom, lined up even. There we go. Now I'm happy. Mallory says she's never been able to open it by pushing on the back. Make sure you have it down low so that the pad doesn't go flying. You don't get ink all over you, all over your work surface, just in case it slips out of your hand. All right, so now we're going to put adhesive here. Okay, again, careful right here. We want to make sure. And then we're just going to close our card up. We need to use our bone folder to give that a good crease again. We're going to do that. There we go. Okay. Now, because it doesn't want to lay down, we're going to make it lay down. Y'all ready for this? So fun. So fun. Now, when I've done these cards in the past, I want to say I did this for even a Creative 8 retreat. I used ribbon. So you could wrap ribbon. I didn't want to use ribbon. Rosemary says, didn't know the trick of the hot air. We all got it. It's a little bit harder though on the liquid glue. It doesn't really work as well. On the runners, on the tape, tear and tape, it works. Okay, we want to put a very thin line of glue. Hold on, I got glue on my fingers. Okay, right here. And right here. We're going to close this up. And I just had some cute little paper clips. Cindy says she has severe arthritis in her thumbs. It's impossible for me to press, otherwise top of the ink pad case. Yeah, it is pretty hard to open. Over the years, I've just done it this way. If you have an ink pad, like if you have one, I told you this one is fairly new. You could take a, y'all know we have all those white crayons, those waxy crayons, or a birthday candle. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you a trick. We're gonna pause for a commercial on crayons. You can take and run wax down in here like this, and let that start getting more lubricated. You see? Here we go. Okay. Another use for those crayons that we use in that technique class. All right, we're going to set this aside for just a minute, and we're going to talk about how to decorate this. Now, if I'd have thought about it, this could be for a guy. That's my concept on a lot of these cards. Maybe we don't want flowers. Maybe we don't tell a man you're what sunshine feels like. I don't know. Maybe we should have put happy birthday here. Anyway, we'll just ignore that fact. The fact that I taught you to use the top of your flap so that you don't cover that up, that was my point. All right. So now the point is we want to do some decorating here. That's not attractive. This is just a piece of designer series paper. All I want is a base to add some things to. Okay. Let me get my other card. Remember this? There is a piece of designer series paper under there too. You could use cardstock. You don't have to use designer series paper, but we always have these bits. You're like, I don't want to throw it away. Here we go. All right. So I decided maybe I would have some plants. I think I'm going to go with Gorgeous Grape. I have some plants, and I did go ahead. I was like, it's just a desert flower. It could be for a guy, right? And then I have a smaller one. This one cut better. Do y'all ever do that? You die cut it and you're like, I'm not throwing that away. I'm not throwing that away. I'll use my snips to fix it. Or is that just me? Okay. We do not want to put any dimensionals on this. Nope. No dimensionals, because this is going inside the card. All right. So let's add a little bit of liquid glue. This is just our first card. We're doing all. Other cards are not as hard. And none of these are hard. Liquid glue. I'm going to use, let's see. We only want to put what's going to be on the bottom holding this plant. We do not want to glue our card. We don't want this to glue to the inside, to the back of the card. Yes, you can also use Burt's Bees. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to put this here. And I think I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue. And I probably put too much. I did. There we go. Just going to check, make sure I don't have any glue. And I do. I have some right there. So, I highly recommend that you use the eraser to erase that glue so that this doesn't stick to the inside of the card. We don't want it to glue shut. Now for tonight, so I can get this done, I'm just going to use my embossing buddy to make that not sticky. Another trick for y'all. Y'all just hang with me. I'll teach you all kinds of tricks. Okay. All right, so now we are ready to add this to this, okay? Now, I prefer to use a little bit of tear and tape. You could use liquid glue. Just don't use too much. We don't want it to squish out. Where is, there it is. Oh, I'll teach you lots of stuff, Mary Yates. You're right. Okay, so just remove the backing. And now I'm just going to place this. Oh, guess what I did? So I did put my flower down too low. Ah, shoot. Okay. Watch how I fix that. I'm going to fix it. I am not going to take that off. I am going to add, where is my, we're just going to use a bigger piece of cardstock and we're going to make it stand up more. So if I do this, okay, we're going to close that, give it a good rub. Y'all see how I band-aided that? Okay, now we can add this here and it looks just fine, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue just right there. I just go rogue all the time, Brenda, don't I? I just go rogue. Okay, give that a good pat. Now I have this other one. I could put that there. Yeah, let's do that. I just want to give you guys, tell me what you think in the comments, in the chat, or if you're watching the replay, what you think about me showing you what the card looks like originally and then changing it up so that you are using up the rest of that pack of designer series paper. That designer series paper is on sale. Did I say that? $9.60. I did check before I went live and it was still available. However, it may be gone by the time we're done. Ice warning, this week has been crazy how things have just literally flown off the shelf with the sale and the retiring list. If you're a demonstrator, you probably got in on the pre-order list. Okay, so remember how I said I'm going to fix that? It's too much white showing. I'm just going to take my snips. I'm just going to follow it, trim off some of that white. You know, sometimes it just doesn't quite cut out the way you want it to. This is what snips are for. If you're new to my channel and you're just now catching us, I hope that you are enjoying this. I hope that I inspire you to make a card. I hope I inspire you to give these fun folds a try. Let's just trim that down. There we go. Brenda says that it is helpful to see how it works on all cards. Yeah, sometimes I think we have tunnel vision or blinders on. We only see it used, on how I made the card. And you're like, well, now what do I do with the rest of this paper? So now I hope that I'm teaching you what to do with the rest of the paper. Okay, so we're just going to pop this here. Now, on my other cards, I did use the iridescent pastel gems. If this is truly a guy's card, which I think we just went rogue and it's not a guy's card anymore, we're just going to add some of these. So we've got our great colors that went so well with the melon mambo and the pumpkin pie and the calypso coral. And we've got the blues that we could use later, but I'm going to use the clear ones. See what happens. And we do want to be careful. We don't want to go too high up. I did stamp on this one, but you want to stamp on the designer series paper before you add it, because now we've got too much bulk going on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this should be set. Okay, and I'm going to tuck this under my little matchbook. Okay, perfect. I need my designer series paper to go across, and apparently I didn't cut that. What is wrong with me? We can do it now. So, we always end up with bits, and so it's super fun to look and see what do you have left over. It's not quite long enough. I'm going to cut the middle of this. Okay. Get our paper trimmer. And I'm just going to cut here. And I think it was an inch. Double check myself. Yep. We're going to cut an inch off. We'll do it this way. And then that piece was 4 1/4. So this is 4 inches that I'm cutting. Boy, it looks just like, maybe I should have gone a different color. Oh, well, there's the answer. I flipped it over. I almost made this class be, what would you use? But since I'm doing 4 cards, that would have taken us literally all night, because y'all would have given me, y'all would have had a lot of input to all of my cards, which I love. Okay, there you go. I like the back side too, Kate. Okay. All right, now we have that idea. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's make sure I don't use that again. So, if y'all don't know me, I have 13 grandkids. And it's so funny how birthdays are bam, 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 and then we don't have any. Well, this is the time that we're bam, bam, bam. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. Those of you who have heard me talk about Baylor, it was his mom's birthday. She and I did a little shopping. I watched the kids while they went to dinner. I was being the good grandma. And then this weekend, my son and his daughter are coming in. So we'll get together over Easter and have some time with them. Okay, our next card, super easy. Here's my first version. Okay, and it stands up like this. So it's a double easel card. Y'all see that? Okay. All right, we're going to get our trimmer back out. We're going to move that cutting blade out of the way again. Oh, we do have our basic white, and I did score that already in half. This is literally just 4 1/4. Whoops, 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Okay. Now I decided to use this pattern. Yep, we're going with this pattern for my designer series paper. This is my garden green version. This piece measures 4 inches by 10 1/4. And I am going to score this at 2. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, 2.5. And at 5. Hi, Kim. We're so glad you joined us. If you guys are just now joining me, I am doing my Fun Fold class for the month of April. And if you would like the PDF tutorials, you can place an order on my website. The link is below the video, my Stampin' Up website. And you can, if the order is more than $50, then I will send you the PDF tutorial on how to make these cards to go in what we call our card making reference book. It's a great book to have, especially when you're like, you want to make a card and you're like, oh, I can't think. I'm not creative. It's perfect for that. Okay, I just want to make sure this is lined up. Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to center this one, the green, onto the basic white. Making sure it opens the right way, always. We don't want it to be upside down. Whoops. Okay. All right. Now I have a piece of designer series paper and I'm going to put it on this layer right here. 3 3/4 by 5 inches is what this piece was. And again, you get all of the measurements in that downloadable tutorial that you can purchase for I think it's $16 on my tutorial store. After the live is over, it will automatically post on my blog. You can find that link also below the video. Now I've played back and forth with this because let's bring in our first card. This one I had a flower. I don't want a green flower. What color flower? And I've got trees. I don't think I want trees. I don't want any of them. Okay? I don't want the flower. Okay? So what I decided to do, sending warm rays your way. We're going to go with a birthday. We're going to use this for a masculine birthday card. Let's see. I have a happy birthday. There we go. Okay. Let's get our garden green. I'm just going to stamp happy birthday. Barbie, your first great-grandchild? How exciting is that, my friend? Uh-oh, I just realized what I did. I don't want to do that. We want to do it a different way. We're going to put this on first. I had an idea and I forgot I had the idea. Hold on. Bear with me. I think you'll like my idea. So I decided, nope, don't want that. I want this side. Okay. Mary Yates said, oh, I just love it when I get the card together and notice it's upside down. Oh, it's so much fun. That's when you have to use that hot air, Mary. Denise says, the Creativate Retreat is wonderful, everyone. You want to be there. Thank you so much, Denise. We have been, the retreat is next weekend, April 14th and 15th. And we have been in retreat pre-challenge mode. If y'all want to attend the Creativate Retreat, I believe the link is below this video. If not, you can find the information over on the blog, TxStampin.com. Okay, so what I decided to do is I want happy birthday on this layer. And then I'm going to trim it down. And I thought, well, I want to show y'all before the video. I cut, stamped, and die cut things to have just in case we decided we needed something. Okay, I think I'm going to line this up here. Oops. And then, whoops. Nope, we're going to go that way. Lori says she just loves it when I go rogue on the fly. Y'all are seeing how my crazy mind works when I design classes and cards. Yeah, I just go rogue. Like, that doesn't work. Let's do it this way. Okay, I think I'm going to pop that up even with some dimensionals. What do y'all think? I could even mat it on another piece of garden green, but we're not going to do that for this time. But just think about all the ways you guys can make these cards. I mean, I think this is going to be a great masculine card. And my kids, the guys in my family, they love it when I send fun folds. They're like, how'd she do that? How'd she do that? I think it's funny when they try to figure it out and I go, no, not even close. Not even close. All right. So I think that's a great masculine card. What do y'all think? Plain, simple, not even going to put any embellishments on it. Okay. All right. That was that card. Now this one I am calling, here's the card. Where did I call it? It was something funny. I was like, oh, they're going to love that. I called it, whoops. A Z-fold top gift card holder, because the gift card is right here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now the key is, push this down. We don't want the gift card to fall out. So I put this little button concept right here. Okay. All right. So yeah, the retreat is next weekend. If you have not registered and you want to join us, you certainly can. It is not too late. You can register till right up until we push go on Friday night. You can join us, and then you will have access to the retreat hub where all the pre-retreat challenges are. You haven't missed anything. You can always grab them and do those at your convenience, at your leisure. You'll have access to the retreat hub forever, I guess. You can watch the videos, the pre-recorded videos that we have made already. You can watch us live. You can go back and rewatch. You can just do it however you want. You're going to get 36 downloadable tutorials for $45. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. All right. So I have a piece of basic white, and this piece needs to be 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4. And I'm actually going to use, this is basic white thick. I'm actually going to use my bone folder. So we're at 2 3/4. Okay. What did I do, Cindy? What was a clever idea? And then we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And I'm using the bone folder to give me a good crease on this thicker paper. Okay. And then I have another piece of basic white, and this one measures 3 1/2 by 9. By 9? By 9. And I am scoring it at 4 1/4. So basically in half. Oh, Brenda says that it's got ideas on how to use her new stamps and dies that she got today. Kay is saying, love the Enjoy the Journey DSP. It is colorful and so versatile. It really is. It's a great pack. And I felt really guilty that I didn't learn to love it before I did. Uh-oh, that should have been, this should be exactly in half. So what did I do wrong? It should have been 4.5. Oh, shoot fire. That means your tutorial's wrong. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. It should have been 4.5. We're going to hide that score line with some DSP. Actually, I'm actually going to go ahead and just rub it out a little bit with my bone folder. Okay, we want this to be in half. Y'all, if that thing goes live and y'all end up buying it before I finish, I will have to email you the correct dimension. So we're just going to, we have our card this way, and we have our card this way. So we've got another Z fold going on. But isn't it funny how it's totally different than the other one? Okay. All right. Now, on my instructions, I tell you to use, hold on, let's get our card, is a piece of pumpkin pie right here. I decided, no, I'm sorry, on the basic white, since I'm using basic white, I decided to use Designer Series paper. More ideas for y'all. So I'm using the Designer Series paper, or I could have used that side, but I wanted to use the Starry Sky. Okay, so we got this. And then we're going to put this here. Whoops, it's off just a skosh, probably from my mess up. I am going rogue, and I show you how to fix your mistakes all the time, Brenda. There we go. All right, now I'm going to add this piece to the center, and we want it to open up this way. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now I have some other pieces for down here. I decided to not to use a bunch of layers of cardstock like is on the PDF, but just use my bits of Designer Series paper. Okay, so now I have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. These were 3 1/4. Yes, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so those were the sizes. This is going to go here. Georgia says she just registered for the retreat. Yay! I'm so glad. Now on this piece, we need to have a way to pull out the gift card. Okay, so I'm using the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. You could use any size circle punch. You could even, you know, if you don't have a circle punch, use some snips, use some kind of circle die. We just want a thumb hole for the person to be able to pull that out. Now, I prefer to use tear and tape. And what you want to do, this is your trick. You want to make sure that your adhesive will allow this gift card that must have a glue dot on the back, this gift card to slide in and out. Okay. So I prefer the tear and tape over the liquid glue for this because I don't have to worry about the liquid glue squishing out. Grab my snips and not giving me enough room to slide that card in. You could still use liquid glue though if you don't have tear and tape. You can even use the seal, but again, make sure you've got room for that card to clear. Okay, a little piece down at the bottom. We like to always just give that a good burnish, get that adhesive stuck onto the Designer Series paper. It just seems to release better from the backing when we do that. I love to use my Take Your Pick tool to get the backing off. You know, I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 25 years, and I'm a gadget gal. I love all the gadgets. They just make our life so much easier. All right. Lisa says that she just found out that she will not be working on Saturday of the retreat. I'm so excited I'll be able to watch it live. Yay! Mary Yates has a nail appointment on Saturday. Girl, get it done on Sunday. I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to add this at the top on the inside of our, I'm calling this the small card. Okay, just kind of centering it right there. Okay. And then we just want to make sure, can we get that in? Yes, we can. Okay. All right, now let's talk about our little button to close this up. I am not going to do a lot of decorating. I did cut out, let me just show you what I cut out. I cut, this is supposed to be Starry Sky. So when I did the ink, and then I stamped off, okay, that just gives you the idea. I'm not going to do this because I'm going to use this for a masculine card, but just to give you the idea of what you could do. However, for tonight, I am going to use the flower so that I can teach you this part to hold that card front down and make it like an easel type card. Okay. So what we want to do, let me open this up. This is up with a dimensional. Okay. Remove the backing of the dimensional. And I like to do this because this gives me control where I want this thing to go. Okay. So you decide how you want it to stand. Okay. Do you want it leaning forward more? How do you want it to stand? Now that looks pretty good like that. Then you're going to put the dimensional. We don't want to close the card together. Right about there. And then this holds it. Just tuck it under the flower. Y'all see that? There we go. Okay. Now, I'm not real sure what I'm going to put on this card. I'll find something. I didn't order the Journey stamp set. I should have, because now I need something masculine to go with these cards. But anyway, there's my card and how I designed it and decorated it. And then here you go. There's that version. Okay, our last card. Y'all are going to help me. I decided to let you help me because I couldn't decide. All right, so let me get this. All right, so let me show you my card. Oh, Campology, Debbie, that's a great idea. Under the stars. So here's my card. Okay. The first paper I cut was this pattern. It's the back side of that. So I cut this pattern and it said it was Coastal Cabana. So I cut Coastal Cabana. Then I couldn't decide if I liked it. I see too much green. What do y'all see? Y'all see green? Let me know in the comments. So then I decided maybe that I would use this piece. So the cabana is the color we're going to use. We have to decide, do we want the coastal color or the green? A or B? A or B? on the paper, on the package of the Designer Series paper, it says Coastal Cabana, Garden Green, no mint macaron, no. It's crazy. I mean, I was like, I can see it, but not when I put the coastal on it. I still see too much green. There we go. All right, what are y'all saying? Y'all are saying A, definitely, definitely. Hi, Bonnie. It's nice for you to join me live. Welcome. All right, we're going to go with A. Now, here's the thing about A. That does not match at all. Okay, so I have an idea. You know me. I'm going to come up with another idea. Okay. This piece is 5 1/4 by 12. Okay. Looks like A1. So we're going with A. Okay. I'm going to move my cutter out of the way. I need to score first at 1 inch. And you don't, this paper score on the paper trimmer works way well, very well, way better. It doesn't tend you, it's so easy to score too hard and tear your Designer Series paper. So this paper trimmer works really well for scoring your DSP. And then I'm going to score it at 4 inches. And at 8 inches. Brenda, I could have tried Garden Green, but I already had all this cut because I was going with what the thing said. So I didn't want to recut right before the live. So I thought, you know what? We're just going to decide together. Okay. So technically, this first panel folds back. Well, I don't want that. I don't like that color. So then we're going to do a, let's see, this folds this way. And then this folds this way. Okay, so we have our mountains and valleys, or our Z with a tail, whatever you want to call this fold. Okay, so what I decided to do was to cut another piece and glue it on. I'm showing y'all how to make it work. Okay, you make things work the way you need it to. Rosemary says she preferred B because it's a nice contrast, where A, they blend more. Well, we're going to see how it all turns out, my friend. Okay, now I don't want to glue this down, so we're going to grab. Now I cut this piece 1 inch because my score line was 1 inch. Okay, and it's looking pretty good. And I'm going to be adhering all of this down. So I think we're good to just use some Seal Plus. Rochelle likes this idea. I'm going to show you how to make it work. Because otherwise y'all might not have used this piece of paper, right? Okay. So now I'm just going to stick that down anyway. Nobody's ever going to know. Just me and you. How many people? Only 242 are joining us live, and there'll probably be thousands that know later, but just me and you. Just me and you. All right. So I have my Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to add my Designer Series paper. Denise said I would absolutely cover that too. I love where this is going. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, now do y'all see what we have going on here? Man, we got one problem solved, and now we got another. So this part is going to happen here. Okay, we are going to be adding this on the front, but we still don't like that. I don't like it. So then we take our designer series paper and we say, what do we have left? Don't like that. Don't want that. Oh, absolutely no. There's our friend again. Oh, more of that. Huh, what is this? Well, that's kind of cool. Different. I think the clouds go this way. Oh, good, it fits. Oh, there we go. More scraps. We are using up our scraps. Okay, so we scored this at 4 inches and at 8 inches. So this is 4 inches wide. Do we need to do this panel? I don't think so. I think most people aren't going to see it. They're just going to open it like this. But y'all can cover it if you want. I am going to use this piece and I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter than 4 inches, okay? Because we have a score line there. We need to allow for that bulk. So, and our designer series paper was 5 1/4. If you're just now joining me and you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that. You can do that below the video. And then if you ring that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I go live or I upload a video here on YouTube. All right. I think we did good. I think we did good. Okay, whoops. Nope, nope, nope. Don't stick you up. I'm lining up the edges on the bottom. There we go. Fun. Okay. I'm going to adhere the basic white. This was die cut with the frames from the Desert Details dies. Okay. We're going to add this one. Now, if you guys make these cards, I would love for you to share them on Facebook and tag me. You can put it in the mystery stamp, not mystery stampers. You could put it in mystery stampers. We have a Facebook group called TX Sharon Stamping Friends. You could post it there. All right. So what we're going to do is we're only going to put adhesive on this side. Okay. Oh, and look, Michelle just put the link to my newsletter. If you all would like to be notified via email when I'm going to go live, you can always join my newsletter. Thank you for doing that, Michelle. So I don't want adhesive on this side, right? Or I will glue this shut. If you glued it shut, would it be the end of the world? No, it would just open up like a regular card. And that's not what we want, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. All right, so put your finger there. We want adhesive on this side. And at this point, if you messed up, you could turn it around. Just saying. All right, again, I'm going to center this. Okay. Now, here we go. All right, so we've got that. Now, we want this. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. There we go. We got that going. I was like, oh, did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. We want to put this in the center. Right here. And then I went ahead and cut out some dies and some flowers. Okay. I did use the happy birthday on this one. How are we doing on time? Am I way late? Donna says, I cannot wait to get this on my order. Donna, I love all of it. I mean, I cannot wait for my granddaughter to get her her birthday card with her gift card in it and see what she says, because she's a stamper. So I know I'm going to be critiqued. Okay. I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. Hello, Pat Williams from Alabama. I really should have stamped first. I always like to stamp first, so I just have to be very careful and hold my mouth just right. This one may not be for a guy. This one may be more girlish. It's okay, because I am going to add flowers to it. How did I do the flowers? I stamped once and then stamped again, and I got 2 tones. Isn't that great that Stampin' Up's ink pads, you get 2 or 3 colors out of each one? So fun. So fun. I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to add, oh gosh, it is 10 after. Okay. I'm hurrying. It's the last card. Thank you, Michelle. It was a lot to do 4 cards tonight. You don't want that glue to go off the page. Now we're going to add so many possibilities, Mary. Isn't that fun? I just wanted y'all to see. I wanted to take those blinders off and let you guys see the potential for the other papers in that pack. Where did our gems go? Will any of the gems work? Boy, I have a mess over here. Here they are. I don't know. These might kind of blend. Hold on, let's see. I think it's too blue, but we'll see. Oh, it picks up the color. How fun. I had a blast creating on the fly with ideas that I had in my head. Okay, let's get all these out. Here's my pink version. Here's the version we did tonight. My pink version we did tonight. Let's put all these, line these up. Didn't quite finish that one, but we know why, because I want to do, I will post it on my Facebook group, what I decided to do. Let's do this. That's fine. Y'all get them. Here we go. There we go. Not to confuse anybody. Look at that. Look how fun. I hope that y'all love this idea. I hope that you will use it. Go grab your designer series papers before they're gone. I did it. I did it. So how do you get the PDF? Place an order on my website. Go check out all the things that are on sale over there. And if your order is $50 or more, I'll send you the tutorial for free, so you have all the measurements. That blog post, that tutorial store went live at 8 p.m. I do need to fix that one measurement that I had. Should have been 8.5. So if you go by that, just remember, you might get an email from me saying, here's the corrected page. So happy Easter to everyone who celebrates Easter. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Mary. She says she loves them all. Thank you, guys. I'll be back on Monday for Mystery Monday stamping at 7 p.m. Central. Bye, y'all.